Hi, I'm Alex Elman.
Hi, my name is Zara Rahim.
Hi, my name is Maxwell Nunes.
My name is Isaac Baker.
Hi, my name is Danielle.
Hi, my name's Charlie Ryback.
I'd say strong, honest, and courageous.
Solemn, and when I say solemn, I mean like thoughtful. Um, Charming and handsome, and I don't know if those are interchangeable, but I think that's in my head something that's like something that I associate with an American president. And serious, a very serious character.
Tough. Powerful. Consequential.
Okay, I would say powerful, stressful, and overwhelming.
I think the American president is friendly, handsome, and influential.
Brash, ornery, and festive.
I'd have to go with Harrison Ford. Might be a little bit because of his performance in Air Force One, but also he just seems like a very typical Western cowboy American president. Very, very sturdy, very sharp looking, and just what I look for in an American president.
Next, Meryl Streep, because I think she is like the epitome of wonderful actor, and she's very good at her trade, and I think she would do a really good job. What qualities that Meryl Streep has is her ability to be able to like shift to different characters, and and she's wildly good at it. And like in like Sophie's Choice, she was able to be able to convey the hard making decision that a president might have to make. And then in Devil Wears Prada, she was able to be a strict boss, and I think like any other role that she's ever done has showed her diversity, and I think that's something that you have to be able to do as an American president, and I think she'd be good at it. So
Why don't we give, what's her name, a shot at it? What's her name? Robin Wright. Why should Kevin Spacey have all the fun, right? I would say either Robin Wright or Stockard Channing, who was the first lady on West Wing. Gotta give those first ladies a chance.
I think it's important that you get someone with gravitas, someone who could credibly play that role, someone who you could envision actually running a campaign and doing it. For me, I like someone like the old wise type, like a Morgan Freeman. I think that someone like Meryl Streep would be good.
American president, I would probably go with George Clooney, because he's like simultaneously really strong but also like really lovable. So I feel like I trust him, but I trust him in two ways. Like I trust him as my dad, but I also trust him to like go out and kill someone.
Paul Newman. He's shown the ability to play a number of different roles. He's been a gangster. He's been a nice guy. And he also created Numinos, which are like Oreos, but worse, but also more sustainable. And I think what America needs is to take the best of what people find delicious and then make it a little healthier and then turn it into a country.
Vice President. I've been thinking about this one a while. I think Matt Damon would be good. Only because I feel like, he's been a star in a lot of movies, but he usually plays second fiddle to a lot of characters, and he does really well in that supporting actor's role.
I would probably cast Philip Seymour Hoffman if I had to. He's one of my favorite actors of all time. And I think that I would cast him as president in any other role, or the leading role, I guess, but I think that would be too much for him almost. Like, he'd be too good at it. And I think he's a very good supporting actor. And so I think that I would probably cast Philip Seymour Hoffman as vice president in a movie.
First thing that came to mind was Tracy Morgan. Because he'd be a ton of fun. And, the vice president should always be like there for the laughs. Joe is there, Selena Meyer's there for the laughs. So Tracy Morgan.
I think for the vice president, you want someone who kind of looks like young and dynamic, the next generation of leaders. So I think someone like that, you'd have to think about someone like I think Benjamin Bratt would be good, a young Hispanic leader.
American vice president. I'm gonna go with Meryl Streep. Just because, like, she's just got that, like, she's got your back, she's bold, she's gonna protect you, but she's, like, she also is gonna, like, have the president's back, too.
Paul Newman's ideal vice president would be John Candy. I think John Candy is very talented and capable, and I think he'd do a great job in relief. Just like he did in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. And he could also do a good job with the United States transportation policy because he traveled so much in that movie. Or did he? Because the twist at the end showed that he didn't actually travel that much. He was just looking for a friend. And what America needs is a friend.
The First Lady. I'm going to go with Anna Gunn from Breaking Bad. She played Skylar White, and she probably did the most amazing job playing anybody's wife on television. And at the end of the day, the First Lady is the president's wife usually, or could be someday future husband, or other way around. But yeah, I think she would do great.
Kate Blanchett, because I think she is the epitome of grace and style, and I think that those are two things that we associate, primarily in our heads with a first lady.
Julia Roberts, and everyone loves her. She's America's sweetheart.
The first spouse, I think let me say this. I liked the role of the First Lady on The West Wing. I thought that was good casting. And the reason was she was smart, she had her own career, but she was also very focused on what they were trying to do. But I liked that role of somebody who both had their own career and interests as well as being tied into the president's kind of vision for the country.
I'm going to go with Eric Stonestreet because he, I feel like, is such a great partner to Jesse Ferguson, the actor who plays him. But he also, is so totally fine on his own. He can just, be on the screen and shine independently.
Russell Crowe. Because he wore a skirt in Gladiator, and I think that he would look great in a full-length ball gown.
I definitely would not cast Mel Gibson. Most of that's probably because he's anti-Semitic, and I don't think we need an anti-Semitic U.S. president. Also, just doesn't seem like the best person to play the role.
I think characters that are pretty rugged, like Sean Penn and Johnny Depp, regardless of their incredible acting skill and their scope, I think that they're almost too rugged for the role.
Tom Hanks, he's so annoying. Come on, dude, calm down. He wasn't I wasn't even rooting for him in Captain Phillips. He sucks.
So I would rule out people who are too young, who don't have the kind of seriousness for the role. So someone like that, I think we're gonna have to rule Zac Efron out for president or vice president.
Not the American president. I'd say Dustin Hoffman because he's too goofy. He just doesn't take it seriously.
That's a great question. Diddy because he's a traitor and he ruined hip-hop.
I wouldn't cast Russell Brand. He just doesn't seem like a serious actor that could take on a vice presidential role.
Perfect. A woman, because I'm sick of women being a vice president.
Tom Hanks again. Dude's trying to be in every role. Just calm down.
For vice president, I think the whole storyline about getting a running mate who helps you win a certain geographic location or area or region of the country is kind of overblown. So I think the VP should just be someone with a storyline that complements the president nicely. So I would avoid people who fit the cliche.
I'm gonna go with Tom Selleck. I don't think that they could handle his mustache down on the hill.
Diddy, because he's a backstabber. And when Biggie died and he was basically Biggie's vice president, he did a terrible job in relief.
I wouldn't cast whoever plays the current First Lady in Scandal, Mellie. Only because I feel like she can't play the role twice, and once you're seen as the First Lady on a TV show, it'd be hard to sort of see her in a movie as the same role.
Kate Upton.
Tom Hanks.
It would not cast anyone who was recognizable in a previous role that's who everyone identified them with, because I think they need to be able to take on the identity of that role. So, I don't think you could have someone like an Oprah or a big name as the First Lady or the first spouse, because I think they would kind of overshadow the role they were supposed to be playing.
Miley Cyrus. Because she sticks her tongue out too much.
Diddy, because he's too egotistical and he would make everything all about himself.
Dennis Haysbert, the guy who plays President Palmer in 24. Both are very tall African-American men that are very strong and passionate about what they believe in. So I think he'd make a great choice.
I think Terrence Howard would be good at it. I think he's a great actor. I think he also comes from a similar background as our president. And I think that he looks a little bit like him, and he has similar qualities.
Meryl Streep. She played a Jewish rabbi, a male Jewish rabbi. She could probably play Barack Obama.
I think that Denzel Washington could. I think if you wanted to go outside the box, you could go think of someone like maybe Tim Meadows. Will Smith, no. I say no on Will Smith.
See, I would say I'm gonna be able to choose someone that's black or not black, because it shouldn't matter. But I think the fact that the president is African American did play such a big role in the excitement behind electing him, so I am gonna go with an African American actor. I think I'm gonna go with Cuba Gooding Jr. because he is such a talented actor. He's obviously won an Academy Award before, but he is able to he's a funny actor, but he's also a serious actor at the same time. And I think that's really important in the American president. You should be able to trust them, but they should also be able to make light of very serious moments.
Steve Buscemi. I think they have similar personalities, and he casts a commanding presence in Boardwalk Empire, which would, I think, complement the personality of Barack Obama very well. Steve Buscemi for president.